Hey guys, welcome to beautiful Portsmouth, New Hampshire, my home away from home. I'm actually at work today. Shh, don't tell anyone. I've got my delicious iced tea, the sun is shining, but today is a special day. So in 1905, on this day, the Russo-Japanese War Treaty, also known as the Treaty of Portsmouth, was signed right here in Portsmouth, slash Kittery, Maine. Kittery was Portsmouth at that time. Anyways, they've got some events going on today, so we're going to check it out. It's funny that I haven't done a Portsmouth video yet, but I'm here all the time, and there'll be plenty more to come. We're going to do a big fall video soon. I'll do a walking tour and everything. I don't know how long this video is going to be because I am working, but I thought, you know, what a great opportunity to step away for a minute and give you guys a look into some cool history. Even better is Theodore Roosevelt was actually the architect of this whole treaty. He came here, he dined, he schmoozed, and he got Russia to acknowledge Japan's sovereignty and settle things between them and China, and really, you know, made the world a better place. Theodore Roosevelt is one of my personal heroes, so anything involving him is always interesting to me, and how incredible that it happened right here. Sent a representative from Japan here today, along with a lot of our local politicians, so it should be pretty interesting. Everybody's settled here just off of Market Square, right in the center of town, and everybody's kind of gathered around. It's a little quiet, kind of waiting. Things start in like 4 minutes, so we'll see what's going on. And I do see political leaders and things here, so yeah, it's interesting.
The negotiations reached an impasse. So as a result of that, we've changed the bell ringing ceremony from not just ringing bells in churches, but every citizen ringing a bell, in keeping with this idea that every local person had an effect on the treaty by how they treat the delegates when they here.
The United States Navy and the governor and citizens of New Hampshire to sustain the 30 days of formal and informal negotiations between the Japanese and Russian diplomats in and around Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And whereas in Portsmouth in 1905, citizen diplomacy significantly contributed to the favorable outcome of the negotiations that earned President Roosevelt the 1906 Nobel Peace Prize, and whereas the bill marking Portsmouth Peace Treaty Day throughout New Hampshire is the sole example of a state honoring its citizens for the active role they played in fostering successful international negotiations, therefore I, Dago McCachran, on behalf of Christopher T. Sununu, Governor of the State of New Hampshire, do hereby proclaim September 5th, 2024 as Portsmouth Peace Treaty Day in the state of New Hampshire, and call upon residents of New Hampshire to observe the day with appropriate ceremonies, including the traditional bell ringing at the moment the treaty was signed, to commemorate the important part of New Hampshire's history. In testimony wherefore I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the state of New Hampshire to be affixed this first day of August 2024. Christopher T. Sununu.
Yeah, so all the politicians there, the mayor of Portsmouth, and you heard a great little synopsis. I didn't stay for the entire speech, but basically at 3:45, lots of people around town are going to be sounding alarms. The naval shipyard will blow a horn, and we'll be ringing bells. So I actually have to get back because we've got a ringing bell at our store too. But thought I'd walk around and show you town a little bit on a beautiful day. I'm kind of taking the long way around. So, what a beautiful day to celebrate a peace treaty! My gosh, we just love this town. We love everything about it. We love that we're so close to it. I love coming down here. I love my job. And this place is beautiful all seasons, all the time. There's always something going on in Portsmouth. That's the other thing that's really fun about it. Such a great area. And Kittery, Maine is just across. I mean, I showed you Portsmouth briefly in my Major McCleary video. If you go back and watch that, I talked about December of 1775, how Paul Revere and militia rode here first for the powder alarm. If you go back and watch that, you'll be informed. But so many things happened here. George Washington came here, and in 1905, the peace treaty. So always something to celebrate. So many historical things, and always something going on in this beautiful city. And there is a plaque. There's a very nice restaurant down here we love to go to called The Library. It's a steakhouse, but it was, it's a historic building, was a hotel, and they have a plaque because Theodore Roosevelt did dine there, and part of the negotiations happened there. So I was going to take that by to show you. I'm kind of in a rush though because I have to get back so that we can also ring the bell. So I'll bring you guys along on the whole journey. Well, Portsmouth too. It's always been nice as long as we've been visiting, even before we lived here. But locals tell me that it was quite seedy even up until like the early 90s. And even into the 1960s, which I think this is so weird because it's quite posh and upscale now, but there was a red light district. There was a Little Italy, and a lot of things have changed. Real estate here is very, very expensive, only for the most fancy people. But yeah, it wasn't always this way, so I'm told. So we are almost to the library. We're gonna see if we can find that plaque. But over there, but they're just kind of giving speeches. Don't really have time or really want to stand there and watch all of it. I think we got the basic gist of it, but we'll go by the library and see if we can find that plaque I was telling you guys about. I can't remember if the plaque is on the inside of the building or on the outside. Hoping it's on the outside. I think it is. But there's a lot of historic markers here, and it's kind of one of those things that when you see them all the time, for me, if I see something all the time, I actually kind of notice it less. It's a weird thing. If it was like, you know, in Colonial Williamsburg or someplace like that, I'd probably know exactly where it was, but because it's like home, couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I think it's outside. I'm trying to hurry. If I'm out of breath, it's because I'm like walking really fast and trying to get back for bell ringing. But yeah, it's cool. They're gonna sound a horn from the Naval Shipyard. See, here's the restaurant. And the synagogue is going to blow a shofar, which I wanted to hear, but I can't be at the synagogue and at work at the same time. I'm only one person. Let's see. Does this talk about it? This just talks about the hotel. There is a plaque talking about the peace treaty, you guys. We just have to find it. I don't know. Oh, is it this? It might be this. Let's see. No, that just says it's on the Register of Historic Places. Okay, so I think it is on the inside. And there's a picture of Theodore Roosevelt on the inside too, working out negotiations. Okay. Well, that's all right. You see the place. If I come to dinner here, I will make sure to update you guys on the Instagram. And hey, you guys, I am on Instagram at @that_history_check. So make sure you're following me there too, because I do little updates and fun things and behind the scenes and pictures from the vlogs and stuff like that. And besides subscribing, it's another good way to stay up to date with all the That History Chick moments. Here we have the John Paul Jones house, which I love passing. He didn't have it built, he wasn't born here. He was from Scotland, from Kilcubry, Scotland. But he spent several months here at a time, and then several months again during the Revolutionary War while he was waiting for his ship to be built. And I just think that is so cool. We're not going to go that way because there's lots of construction happening. Take you back this way. Just trying to get back for that bell ring. All right, we'll catch up with you in a minute. It's 3:45. No one else is out here, so this is kind of awkward, but here we go. Ringing the bell. Ring the bell. Woo! I just broke the bell. I got a replacement bell. Hopefully I don't break this one too. And we are the only ones out here ringing the bell, which is weird. Kind of weird. No one else is ringing bells. Ring your bell. Okay, so apparently it was more like 3:46. Because, yeah. Hear the bell? the girls at the business next to us came out and were like, what are you guys doing? I had to give my history lesson. The church bells are still chiming, so I guess we're still supposed to be ringing. I don't know. I think that professional bell ringer is not on my career list for the future. And I'm using my left hand, so it's weird. Okay, seriously. You guys get the idea. That's going to be really annoying on the vlog. Hope you enjoyed my crazy little vlog today. Like I said, professional bell ringer not going to be on my resume, but it was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something. Peace is a good thing. Teddy Roosevelt, a good thing. And Portsmouth is a beautiful town, so you guys should all visit. And with that, I think that is going to do it for today. I'm that history chick like Patrick Henry. I know no way of judging the future but by the past. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share away. Bonus footage? Bells. Some of us are cooler than others and care about history, okay?